Let's start with everyone's favorite battle, music.
I'm Ben Frith from Neptune Records. This is Vancouver's oldest independent record store. We've been open since '81 and it's still going.
Hi, I'm Julie Conlon and I'm in the band Company B Jazz Band and I'm a singer.
My name is Phil. I own a company called Liquid Metal Guitars and we build a line of guitars in Vancouver.
My name is Jane Sawyer and I've been playing and performing and writing and recording music for probably 20 years.
My name is Noah. I'm in my 30s. I live here in Vancouver. My real interest is records, old records, dusty records, smelly records.
I'm Chris. I come from Saskatoon and moved out here to Vancouver, partly because of this record shop we're in today.
I will now sell 5 copies of the 3 EPs by the Beta Band. Do it.
I think the music industry is now in a tremendous state of upheaval.
Warner Chappell, the world's largest music publisher.
Digital music has been put out onto the internet and is essentially for free and blown the record companies' revenue models apart. How they're going to put the toothpaste back in the tube, I don't think it can be done.
I truly don't think there's anything they can do to stop it at this point.
It was amazing for people my age especially that it was suddenly like going into a record store and being able to take everything you wanted.
It's a funny problem because if you walked into a music store and you picked up a CD and walked out with that CD, you would know that's stealing. And if you take something off the internet for some reason, whatever the common wisdom is, it's not stealing.
With regard to digital downloading and that sort of thing, I'm totally fine with it. The way I see it is like, as a musician, the more people who can enjoy it and access it, the more it benefits me as an artist.
There's just a certain portion, maybe it's a large one, maybe it's a small one, of people who will take it for free if they can.
Mashups.
BitTorrent, collaging,
Appropriation art.
piracy,
Mashup.
bootleg video, sampling, sharing all kind of files, internet piracy and torrent files, remixing, piracy, file sharing, the pirate medium, non-commercial activity, stored, copied, to make copies and distribute copies, downloading songs.
It's taking culture and remaking it.
Should be illegal by copyright infringement. Ho ho! See you at the game, Joel!
Me taking a record off the shelf and putting it in my bag without paying for it is qualitatively different from downloading it.
I personally download lots of music all the time, but I do it to find new music because there's a lot of stuff out there, and when I find something I like, I buy it.
I download a fair bit of music, but part of it is to gain exposure to artists that I've never heard of before. I've never heard their music, that I can't go to their show and pick up the record there.
I spend thousands of dollars on music every year, and I download tons of stuff. But hey, if I don't like it, I delete it. I don't keep anything that I don't want to. I purchase everything I own in the end. So.
A lot of people are always going to download it for free and they're never going to pay for the product. Now there are certain people who have scruples and who play by the rules. There are people who use iTunes exclusively.
Generally I use iTunes because it's, it has a wide database and it's only 99 cents for a song, which is really, and it's giving credit to the artist. Unless I can't find something, and then I might, look on LimeWire.
I'm here today to pick up records that I have downloaded so I can buy a copy of that album and in turn support the artist.
Bottom line, it's still illegal, or it's still wrong to take somebody's product and not pay for it.
Intellectual property that's copyright is the proprietary right of an individual. You can't interfere with that.
And guys like Metallica came out, they went against it and said, you know, you essentially are stealing, and they got lambasted. And they were right. They were right about people stealing their music.
If you're going to do this, you're going to have people like Metallica with very deep pockets, millions of dollars, who are very tenacious.
When you're online, it's easy to find out who you are, okay? We have the date, the name, the address, and all the 2,000 songs that you had up on your computer illegally, okay? And you can get 5 years in jail and $250,000 fines for every single song you steal.
Isn't that a little overboard?
No, the reason why...
We're gonna get you.
You know, it's almost, I think the record companies are done.
The people that I know who are with labels right now, they sign a contract for, say, 3 albums, and the label will send them across the country, but they'll give them very little money to do so, and the artist will be indebted to the company for however long it takes them to make those albums.
Record industry was run by few conglomerates that were taking tremendous amounts of money out of the system, but it wasn't really going to the artists or the acts.
I have friends, you know, great writers and musicians who are so jaded by it all, they don't even want to pick up an instrument.
You have to pay per unit of CD that you're putting out there. So we had about 13 songs on our CD, times 1,000 units, and so it was about $100 per song in total. So about 13 grand to put out 13 songs. 1926 might be one of the oldest songs, and we still had to pay for that one. That was not yet public domain, so that was too bad. Makes you want to write your own songs.
You know, they were all sort of gangsters that were running the music labels.
You worked for them, and you didn't really see much of the result. Like, they made millions. It's like, you know, being the child of a very stingy parent, and it just would be no fun.
The Mouse's theme song is the original master recording of the Rolling Stones classic, Satisfaction. Is it crazy expensive to play on the air? Not to mention the rights to re-air this clip on the internet? Hell yes!
The whole industry of entertainment is going to have their digital rights managed some way.
I think digital rights management is about the biggest waste of time. You know, you put it on a CD, people can't put it on their iPods, so they're tricked into trying to buy it online as a digital download. Well, of course people are going to start downloading the stuff for free. They don't want to buy things twice, you know. I can pay $12 to have something I can't really use, or I can download it for free and use it however I want. I mean, the choice is easy. It's money taken away from the artists because the labels have to spend money on it, which means the artists have to spend money on it. And if they're making it inaccessible for consumers to use, consumers aren't going to buy it. They're going to steal it.
There's going to have to be some system that gathers the ownership of whatever this digital media is and is charged for.
The levies bother me because it presumes that anyone who's buying a blank CD or a DVD is using it for the purpose of piracy.
The tariff is so high. On sale for $12.99, 10 discs, and then you bring it to the till and it's 24 bucks. It's insane.
Now, when you levy a tax against all these people, you treat them all as criminals, and I think that's wrong to assume that.
The high price of blank discs almost makes you feel entitled to use them and to download music onto them.
It doesn't go to the maker of the music. That ends up going to a large publishing company, a conglomerate, or it doesn't go to the musician or the songwriter.
It's been like that with anything that's illegal or banned. You know, someone finds a way around it, and you know, if people want something, they're going to get it. It's really that easy. There's never going to be an end to it.
Baby, please don't go. She take the money. Baby, please don't go back to New Orleans. Well, I'm in need. Baby, please don't go. Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed. I got a woman that's good to me. Oh, yeah.
They got their friends. I put up in the bins. They out.
Got a woman way across the way, cross town. You good to me. Oh yeah.
I ain't saying he a gold digger. He ain't messing with no broke niggas.
Touch her. From what I heard, she got a baby broke. Get down, girl. Go ahead, get down.
I got what I could, but before I got through, the news said police shot a black man too. Don't like black people. George Bush don't like black people. George Bush don't like black people. George Bush don't like black people.
Years, I know somebody paying child support for one of his.
When I'm in need,
Freshness. George Bush don't like black people.
yes, she gives me money. When I'm in need, yeah, she's a gold digger that digs on me.
Melodies have always been borrowed.
What amount of sampling is okay, and at what point do you have to pay?
You're using someone else's poetry to express how you feel. This is a delicate thing.
Well, I think there's kind of two aspects to it. There's sampling where you just get a little clip that's in, you know, just little bits of songs. Then you get, you know, that kind of works. You know, it's in addition to a song. But then you get some artists where they take one riff or one beat and they just loop that whole song.
Is it art? It certainly can be.
I just see it as just another color to paint with, really.
So we'll get this hook that's already a hook that's made it big in some other way and make a song out of that. That just, you know, that's taking someone else's work to me.
Yeah, if someone reused our material and made a lot of money off of it, that would definitely be upsetting.
I think the people doing it should be embarrassed for behaving this way.
When I started listening to hip hop 10 years ago, I mean, a lot of the artists had moved out of sampling, but I listened back on the old school jams and all the classics, and sampling was the start of this art form. If it wasn't for a DJ with two turntables, like watching Beat Street with Grandmaster Flash, two turntables in his kitchen, and he was sampling, they were making music, making art, building a culture.
I think if you drew that out on a Venn diagram, that you would find that the latter is much worse.
Music is ubiquitous. It's in elevators, it's in, you know, TV shows, it's all over the place. It's so much a part of our lives.
And I just think, you know, I write it and I play it for it to be heard. And I don't know, it just seems like that's enough. I think if it's not fun and you can't share it with other people, then there's almost no point in creating it, you know.
Music
You know, true music, not just rock and roll, it chooses you. You know, it lives in your car or alone, listening to your headphones, with the vast scenic bridges and angelic choirs in your brain. You know, it's a place apart from the vast, benign lap of America.
Thank you very much. Okay. Whoa! Tried to walk away coolly there. I hope you edit this.
Oh, we are.
Okay,
we are.
great.